This is Top Accolade African News Updates. I am Soibifa Jackarich. Senegal President Macky Sall has said he will stand down on 2nd April when his term is due to end, but it is still unclear when elections will be held to elect his successor. He said the date of the elections will depend on the planned national dialogue that is set to begin on Monday and which includes civil society groups, political parties and candidates. On 2nd April 2024, my mission as the head of Senegal comes to an end. I would like this debate to be clearly settled, he said during a televised interview. His announcement assuaged fears that he was planning to extend his term amid a political crisis. Mr. Sall has been under pressure to announce an election date since attempting to delay it earlier this month. He had wanted to postpone the elections to December so that disputes over the eligibility of all the candidates could be resolved. But the country's top court said the delay was unconstitutional and called for the election to be held as soon as possible. On Thursday, Mr. Sall said he didn't think elections could be held before he stepped down. It's unclear who could be leading the country after Mr. Sall's mandate expires and before the elections are completed. Mr. Sall said he was certain that there would be a void. He said he would consider freeing his rivals, including opposition figure Ousmane Sonko, whose detention led to nationwide protests last year. Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara has pardoned 51 prisoners who had been jailed for committing violence and crimes against state security during the country's 2010 post-electoral crisis. The West African country was plunged into violence after incumbent President Laurent Gbagbo refused to cede power to Mr. Ouattara, whom the electoral body had declared the winner of a disputed runoff poll. During the crisis that lasted from November 2010 to April 2011, more than 3,000 people were killed and over 150 women sexually abused. A report by Human Rights Watch said the pardoned offenders include General Brunot Dobo Blair, who was a top military official under Mr. Gbagbo. He led the Allied Republican Guard, which was accused of committing several of the killings. The gesture of pardoning the offenders is part of President Ouattara's commitment to work resolutely to consolidate peace, the AFP news agency reported, citing an official statement. Nigerian authorities have arrested 50 suspected internet fraudsters, nearly all of them students of Kwara State University in the West. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) said in a statement on Thursday that the 48 students and 2 others were arrested in their various hideouts following days of surveillance. It said it recovered 9 exotic cars, 24 laptops, and different brands of phones from the suspects, who are said to have been living a lavish lifestyle. The agency is also quoted by local media as saying that they swung into action to free the state of corruption and other nefarious activity of Yahoo boys, referring to the name given to online fraudsters. The agency has posted on social media pictures of the suspects as well as the impounded items. The suspect will soon be arraigned in court upon completion of investigations, the EFCC said. The men's marathon world record holder, Kelvin Kiptum, is due to be buried later on Friday at his home in Eldoret in Western Kenya. Kenyan President William Ruto will lead mourners in honoring a brilliant and promising athlete who set and broke records in his brief running career. Kiptum died in a car crash, aged only 24, 2 weeks ago. Thousands have paid tribute to Kiptum in his hometown. Crowds gathered a long way in Eldoret as the hearse was driven to his village ahead of the burial. His career as an athlete was only just starting. In 2 years, he had run 3 of the 7 fastest marathons in history, broken the world record and set the London course record. He had set his sights on running a sub-2-hour marathon in Rotterdam this April. That is the size of Top Accolade African News Updates. You can follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Happy Friday.